Hey guys, Sim here, welcome back to another video, and this is gonna be my answering videos to the Q&A that I did about a week ago. So guys, stay tuned till the end as well for me to announce the giveaway winner. But now let's get to the questions. So guys, I only picked about 30-ish questions out of like the hundreds questions you guys asked me, and that's simply because you guys know it, this video cannot be an hour long, okay? So I picked only 30. If I didn't get to your question, I'm sorry, I might answer it in the next Q&A. So guys, question number 1, CHRCZ asks, what is it about fragrances that interests you so much? Well, what interests me so much about fragrances, I think, is the variety and the creativity that can go into a fragrance bottle. There's an endless possibility of how a fragrance can smell, and that's something that really interests me because, guys, I love creative things, I love art, and this is just wonderful. Plus, fragrances is a good way to express yourself as an individual as well. Good Scent Bad Scent Shane, what a long name, asks, what is your all-time go-to fragrance that is versatile and all occasion encompassing? For me, that would have to be this guy right here, Silver Mountain Water by Creed. Love this stuff. I use it all the time. This is my year-round scent, signature scent. I love wearing this. Very, very refreshing stuff. Check it out. Taste Vino asks, what impact do fragrances have on your life? By the way, Patreon sounds awesome. Yes, it is awesome. Please sign up. So guys, what impact do fragrances have on my life? A lot. First of all, number one, it inspired my passion that is making videos. Without fragrances, I would have never discovered the art of making videos, and I wouldn't have discovered how much I loved it. So that's already a huge impact. Second huge impact, my wallet. Nadine Cunningham asks, what's your best suggestion for a signature scent, one niche and one designer? I'm in the US. For niche, absolutely Silver Mountain Water by Creed. Super unique, not a lot of people wear it. And for designer, Allure Homme Sport Eau Extreme. This is also an all occasion, all season, one of my all-time favorites as well. Next question, Peter Ratto asks, what's the best advice you've ever been given and how has it impacted your direction in life? I'm gonna do this by showing you guys a picture. This right here, guys, it says do more, and the person who said that is Casey Neistat, and that's one really good advice to me, because whatever you want in life, if you want to be famous, if you want to be rich or something like that, all you need to do is, you know, do more. Do more than what you are currently doing now if you want to be above and beyond everyone else. So really simple 2 words, do more. One of the best advice I've ever had. Next question, Martin Chu asks, have you visited Malaysia before? No, but I want to someday. So if I do, I might hit you up, man. Next question, I'm not even gonna pronounce this guy's name. He asked, has there ever been a point where you felt like this hobby was getting out of control or spending too much money? It happens all the time. I think in this hobby, probably one of the most impractical hobby of all time. You guys who are collectors with me knows this. Every bottle is so expensive and the price really accumulates. So I feel like I'm spending too much money every time I buy a fragrance. I'm not gonna lie. But what can you do? I love this hobby. Gail Torres asks, what are your favorite notes on the fragrances? My favorite notes, you guys all know, white florals. I like jasmine, I like magnolia, gardenia. Those are really nice. Also, tonka bean is absolutely one of my favorite because I love gourmands, and you can't have like a really amazing gourmand fragrance without tonka bean, in my opinion. Well, there's some without tonka bean, but most gourmands have tonka bean. What else do I like? I do like vanilla a whole lot. Vanilla. Serg S asks, how has your move to Vegas changed your approach to this hobby now that you have more access? Well, guys, I have more designer fragrances to do designer fragrance contents now. As you guys all know, when I was back in Alaska, I didn't really have a lot of designer fragrances to pick from to do contents on, but now I have just an endless amount of designer fragrances, so hence more designer contents. Fabie Perez asks, what tip you got for someone starting a collection? Never blind buy off any reviews or any like legends surrounding that fragrance. Never. You're gonna find yourself spending money on stuff that you don't like sometimes. Always test it yourself. No matter how much you trust that reviewer, test the fragrance out first. Ryan Bata asks, what is your favorite house? If you could only buy a fragrance from one house, which would it be? Now this is like a nightmare a nightmare question for anyone who loves fragrances, because I can't imagine myself buying fragrances from one house only for the rest of my life, because each house do like a lot of things differently. They're all stars in one department. Like say Creed is like really known for amazing versatility. You can wear a Creed fragrance almost any time at all, right? And they smell gorgeous. But my favorite house of all time, House of Matriarch, I can't find a bottle right now. There's not a lot of occasion where you can wear a House of Matriarch fragrance, but they smell incredible. Artistically, they're at the top, the #1 most artistic house of all time. But there's not a lot of occasion where you could wear them, which, you know, for me, if I had to pick one, I guess I'll go with House of Matriarch, because I do appreciate the art more than I appreciate getting compliments. Khaled Razul asks, what is the best fragrance for winter that lasts long and project well in price range $250? Well, I'm gonna give you a really crazy one, alright? Oud Satin Mood by Maison Francis Kurkdjian. 12+ hours with at least like 5-6 hours of good projection. Alright guys, this is beastly. So you only really need 1 spray of this, 2 sprays if you're brave, 3 sprays you start killing people. So Oud Satin Mood is under $250. It's just right around $250, really good one. Next question, Brian Barfield asks, my girlfriend lives in Vegas and I go there all the time. Where should I go to shop for colognes? Well, if you're going for niche, Barney's New York is a really good place. If you're not going for niche, then all designer places are Nordstrom, Saks Fifth Avenue has some, Neiman Marcus, and also Sephora. And all of those stores are around the Strip area in Fashion Show Mall. Next question, Nasif asks, what are some perfumers you would like to sit and chat with? #1 of all time, Christy Michelle. I would love to sit down and chat with Christy Michelle. She's so amazing. Like, I wonder how she come up with all her ideas for her brand House of Matriarch. Also, I would love to sit down and talk with either Olivier Creed or Irvin Creed of the House of Creed. Come on, who doesn't want to talk to them, right? And lastly, Olivier Polge. I like, it's my dream to also meet Olivier Polge. Amazing. Wow, pretty much a legend in the designer fragrance realm. Next question, Fazil116. Congratulations, my friend. My question is, what was your first fragrance in your life and how influenced your life? So I guess he asked, how does it influence my life? All right. First fragrance ever bought was Abercrombie & Fitch Woods. I still have the bottle for this one, and it really got me into wearing fragrances. Like when I put it on, I thought, wow, I smell awesome. I feel confident, and from that point on, it's history. I love fragrances from that point on. This Haas and Guy asks, what would you want your final video to be? If it couldn't be a thank you, goodbye review, appreciation video, because that would be the most obvious answer. Well, my last video, I hate to break it to you guys, there will never be a last video. Next question, my friend Vastavo asks, how do you hold yourself from buying every single fragrance on the Strip, meaning Las Vegas Strip? For me, it's impossible. Every time I go to Vegas, I melt my credit card. Yeah, guys, my credit card has already been melted, so I'm trying to hold back right now. Oh my god, it's so hard to not buy fragrances when there's a ton of them around you, alright? But willpower, guys, willpower. Next question by Kai Heng Hong. He asks, how did your parents react when you said you are into YouTube and fragrance? They didn't care, really. At first they thought it was weird, especially my dad. He thought like, why does a guy own so many perfumes, as he said? Well, yeah, that was their first reaction. But throughout time, when they see that like my channel started to gain traction, I started to have followers, they started to think it was getting cool. Next question, Drew Martinez. What has been the fragrance you have hated the first time but went back to it months or years later and ended up loving it? I don't have a lot of those fragrances actually. One of those probably would be Tobacco Vanille. I hated it at first, now it's okay. Next question, Dom Vidden asks, so let's be honest here, did you originally get interested in La Nuit de l'Homme from watching how excited Jeremy Fragrance was? Yes! I think it's a yes for a lot of people as well. Jeremy Fragrance, when he talked about La Nuit de l'Homme, it probably got hundreds of thousands of people interested, in La Nuit de l'Homme. First, I didn't even know about that fragrance existence until I watched his videos. Next question, Bennett Jackson. If there was one fragrance that summed up your relationship with your girlfriend, what would it be? It'll be this fragrance right here, Hummingbird by the House of Zoologist, mainly because she wears this one a lot and I bought this for her as a gift. She has her own bottle. This is mine, of course. It's a really sweet, beautiful fragrance, and that's how our relationship is. Really sweet, really, very, very beautiful. A little bit innocent, if you will. So yeah, Hummingbird by Zoologist. Next question, Suited Dat asks, what made you decide to start with perfume reviews and motivated you to keep up with it? Also, did you have to put a lot of money going into this rabbit hole of a hobby? To answer the rabbit hole question, yes. And what made me decide to start with perfume reviews? Simply because I have a lot of fragrances, alright? I have to do something with them. Next question, Andrew Bates asks, if the popularity of fragrance reviews on YouTube declined, would you ever start making videos on the other topics? Yes, and I already have plans to start a vlogging channel. I'm never gonna stop reviewing fragrances, probably because I still love fragrances, but I'm also gonna do a second channel on the side starting sometime like within a month or so. Next question, Omar A asks, since you live in cold Alaska, which would you prefer, leather jacket or denim jacket? Guys, I look terrible in denim jacket. My dad bought me a denim jacket before. I look terrible, so leather jacket all the way. Next question, Rana Ron asks, I want to know where you prefer to live when you're retired, Thailand or USA? And this guy's Thai, guys, as you can see in the pop-up comment right there, he's Thai, so I'm not gonna read those Thai stuff to you guys, but to answer the question, Thailand, right? Thailand is my home, and really there's no place like home. I miss this so much, I miss all my friends, so when I retire, Thailand, definitely. Next question from Juan Castillo. He asks, how much fragrances do you have and shall we see a video collection? I have roughly around 130 bottles of fragrances. Mixed niche designer, I would have to say 60% niche, 40% designers. And yes, you will see a collection video coming towards Christmas time. Next question, Wong Aloyd Wong. He asks, the most awkward, crazy situation you got a compliment because of your fragrance. I was ordering food at KFC and this lady, this girl across the counter could not stop staring at me for at least like a minute or two, like until she finally asked me like what fragrances I was wearing so that she can buy it for her boyfriend. But that was a bit awkward, but I appreciate the comment. Next question, Jacob PRZ. He asks, when are you bringing the girlfriend to Vegas? That's a good question. Whenever she wants to. Next question, Miguel Nahas. He asks, who is your biggest inspiration to do YouTube? Who do you look up to? I'm trying to start my own channel, but I've been super nervous. But for me, I can honestly say I look up to Team Top 5. Aw, Team Top 5, you guys don't know Team Top 5, link in the description. And also looking up to be, oh, thank you so much. Well, obviously I look up to Jeremy Fragrance. I love his style. You guys can see that kind of style transferred into my own kind of videos as well. I also look up to Bradley, my man Bradley from Triple Ink. He makes really good videos as well. I'd like to think that we're kind of rivals. Like whenever he releases something good, I have to release something like better in return. And in return for him, he'll release something even better than mine. So Bradley from Triple Ink, Peter from Fragrance, I admire his knowledge so much. Peter, impeccable knowledge. And if I were to say, in the beginning, Cascade Scent. And lastly, Steven from Real Essence. I just love how good he can talk, and I wish someday that I can talk that perfectly. Next question by Chrissy Kinslove. Said, hey Timmy, question is, what was it like making your own fragrance? I would love to make my own one day. I just wanted to know how your experience was. Well, I didn't actually make the fragrance, alright? I was kind of like the creative director in a way where I had the idea for the fragrance, and Christy Michelle, she has the skills, she has the talent, and she has the magic touch to actually bring that idea to life. So it was mainly Christy's work and partly just my ideas for the notes and what I want the fragrance to kind of smell like. Next question, Professor X, and this guy also has his own channel. I think he used to be called Magnificent X. Shout outs to him as well. He asked, did you ever see how successful your channel is today when you first started making videos on YouTube? No, I didn't. I always thought it was just kind of a hobby. I didn't think it was gonna get like 5K subscribers. Second question, of these two following reasons, which of the following do you have value more regards of wearing fragrances? To please others or to project your own persona to people? Project my own persona. Compliments comes very secondary, or even thirdly. I don't really care so much for compliments. I like expressing myself way more. Last question of the day, guys, asked by N. Rosenbeck. He has two questions, but I'm gonna answer only the second one. What fragrances do you like that defies your normal liking? Example, I hate leather fragrances, but I love Tuscan leather. Easy. I hate iris fragrances. I don't like iris whatsoever, but I love Valentino Uomo Intense. I don't understand it either, but it's just how it is. Alright guys, thank you to all of you who watched the whole video without skipping. To those of you who skipped, shame on you, mister. And guys, what we're gonna do now, we're gonna pick the name for the winner of the giveaway. I have you guys' name over here in this app right here, and if I press the choose button, it will choose the winner. I don't know why I explained that, but here it goes. Click. And the winner is Druba Dasgupta. Your name is on right here. If that's your name, bro, congratulations. You won a whole bottle of La Nuit de l'Homme Edition Collector 2014 batch. Email me right away. I'll have the email listed on the screen right now. Email me your address and I'll send that bottle right away. So thank you so much to everyone who participated in this Q&A, and thank you guys so much for the support again. I love you guys so much, all 5K of you, and I'll see you all at, I guess, the next giveaway, like maybe 7.5K or 10K, maybe. Like I'll think about it. But I'll see you guys definitely in the next video tomorrow. All right, guys, peace out. Love you all. Stay safe and bye.